Every time a woman starves themselves and doesn't eat correctly, thinking that eating less calories that they're going to lose body fat, they don't lose body fat, they lose muscle mass and water. Now, muscle mass is what keeps fat off the body. So if you look at the women sprinters, they're very muscular, they're very, very lean, they look fantastic in dresses and skirts, their bums are lifted and tight. And what's their training regime? Their training regime is powerlifting or weightlifting and really short, fast bursts of energy, like practicing for the 100 meters. Okay, so what a lot of women and a lot of people don't understand is that for you to lose body fat very, very quickly is quite hard for a woman, because your fat storage is to help you feed your baby through a famine. So a woman has genetically got more fat cells than a man. So if I train a couple and I'm training a man and a female, the male will always change body quicker. Then you've got to look at the female hormonal system is more fragile than the male system. The male system has huge amounts of testosterone, and a woman's system has more estrogen and stuff like that, in which to be able to maintain having a baby. So when it comes to fast fat loss for women, stop running in the park and do weight training in the gym. Remembering that cardiovascular training, your body stops burning calories, or the body becomes an efficient calorie burner, so you stop seeing results. And when you do repetitive running, it can damage your knee, your back, your neck. And most people are running with an inverted breathing pattern, so they're stressing out their adrenal glands and causing hormonal dysregulation, because of the vagus nerve and the phrenic nerve tap into the diaphragm, which will affect breathing. Okay, and that's for women. The other thing is that when you weight train, the body still burns calories 72 hours later after the workout, and that's why weight training is so important for women. Okay, the other thing is that if you read a book, Outsmarting the Female Fat Cell by Deborah Waterhouse, you will see in that book that, you know, a woman has to have high fat storage in which to, you know, produce breast milk. Okay, so the lower the fat is in a woman, the more it can affect your hormonal cycle. So it's a very fine balance to get right when training females. Females, like c.h.e.k says, my guru, females are like Ferraris and men are like dumper trucks. So a dumper truck you can hit into everything, and a Ferrari you got to polish and look after. And I found with women, the less I give them in their workout, the more their bodies change, as long as their diet is right. So women will more likely migrate to eating, you know, sugary foods after their workout to reward themselves, whereas they should be having, you know, a good protein diet. But depending on whether a woman is a protein type, carb type, or a mixed type, it can be, if I give a diet protein to a woman and she's genetically a carb type, it's going to mess her system up again. So this is what I do as a Chek practitioner, is that I look really, really deep at your hormonal system, your musculoskeletal system, okay, your mental, emotional system, your spiritual system, okay, and your movement system in the body, so I can guarantee that the body will change. So in my opinion, there is no system for fast fat loss. All these fast fat loss pills will damage the hormonal system later on. When you do Weight Watchers or some diet like that, what will happen is that your body will get rid of a little bit of toxins, okay? You'll start losing muscle weight, you'll start losing water weight, so you get on the scales, you go, oh, I've lost weight. But then when you stop that diet and you go back to your normal diet, you're going to gain twice back on whatever you lost. So the best way to get fast fat loss is regular training in the gym, strength and conditioning. You can do cardio in between your strength and conditioning, but you need to look at the physiological load in the body on how stressed you are, otherwise you'll get more pain. So the more stressed the woman is and the hormonal system is stressed, the more she does in the gym, the more she's backing up her body, and the more that she'll see pain come through into the body. So might be running on the treadmill for 5 or 6 weeks, start to get fat loss, and all of a sudden she's got knee pain or she's got neck pain. Because the physiological systems, so you've got the mental emotional system, you've got the physical system. So if the mental emotional system is not balanced, okay, and the gut system is not balanced, then it will cross over into the musculoskeletal system, which will cause pain. Okay, so I'm sorry for the bad news that there's not really a system for fast fat loss for women because they are so fragile. Should be, if you're training, 4 days a week, you're going to be burning 2 to 3 to 5,000 calories. To burn 1 pound of fat, you need to be burning 3,500 calories. So I would recommend, if you're a lady and you really want to look toned, you want to change your body, you need to look at your diet in a certain way. You need to make sure that your program is not stressing you and not underworking out and not overworking out. There's a fine line, there's a fine balance. And this is what I do as a CHEK practitioner level 4. This is how I help my clients. So I hope that was an insight to you to fast fat loss, that it's hard to find fast fat loss. You've got to be really careful. You mustn't overdo it. And that's my honest opinion. So I'm Scott Bryant. If you'd like to prescribe at the top to my YouTube channel, I'd really be happy if you could do that. And if you can give me some questions, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Hormonal, diet, fat loss, whatever you like. I'd love to help you. Okay, thank you very much. I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems.